Wow. Okay, I'll send in my Forretress, actually, over Swampert. I don't know if this was a good idea or not. It was a terrible idea. I did not think it would do that much. That's crazy. Like, actually. I know he's banded, but still. That's crazy. Well, he's got a Skarmory, which is good for my Forretress. You know, spikes for spikes. Does he have Taunt? No, but he has Drill Peck, which is not good for me. That's also not a problem either. I'm assuming he doesn't have Gengar, so I'm going to Rapid Spin this. And we need to bring in somebody to handle this guy. So Drill Peck spikes. Probably has definitely Roar and probably Protect. Guess it could be Toxic. I'll send him my Zapdos. It's looking like probably a Superman thing going on right now. He got up some spikes. Very well. Well, that Thunderbolt did connect, did a good amount, got roared. Tyranitar is here, and that's cool. I do have Fire Miss, Protect, Fire Miss, because I don't mess around with Skarmory. Yeah, it's definitely a Superman thing. So, after the stab, Crunch does the same amount of damage as Fire Blast. So, in other words, it's going to take me forever to kill this guy. So, I'm expecting this thing to be like Rest, Sleep Talk, something disgusting like that. So, I'm going to bring in my Blissey. That's probably why I didn't care about me getting up all those spikes just now. Now, Zapdos, if it's definitely a Rest Sleep Talker. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It's fine. He has Roar, so it's probably just Rest. Okay. If it's just Rest, I think that's less problematic than what it could have been otherwise. Although, I've just realized my team struggles a lot to kill these Rest defensive Zapdos, which is literally what I'm using, by the way. So I'm going to go for a Dragon Claw. I did a decent amount. He poisoned me, which sucks. But he going for a Dragon Claw in case he gets paralyzed. What do you do? What do you do? Yeah, you just rested, of course. Why not? So now we got to figure out that problem. I'm going to try and blow him up right now with Forretress, as obvious as this is. It did kill Skarmory. I did not think it would. That's kind of impressive. At least I know that Zapdos and moveset. So it doesn't have... Oh, no. It's, I think that's the same... Yeah, that's my Zapdos and moveset. So it's going to be incredibly hard to kill, unfortunately, which I'm not really looking forward to. I'll start with my... Oh, I guess wrong. Okay, we're going to go to Swampert now. I wanted to heal up my Zapdos. My Salamence. You know, I used to think when I was kind of newer that Superman was kind of like a, I don't know, a goofy YOLO kind of thing. No, this is... It might be better than TSS, which I never really hear anyone talking about. Yeah, I mean, like, Ice Beam did nothing to that guy. Probably just gonna poison me. I'm definitely have to get in my what's it called eventually, which is probably now. Better now than later. I can go for aromatherapy. He actually probably has a Blissey too, which is going to make me very mad, as it always does. And yeah, never really know how to kill these things. At least I'm stuck with only one layer of spikes. That's not too big of a deal. Okay, we're sending in Swampert again. That Aerodactyl Zapdos combination, like that being the defensive guy, this is the offensive guy. This is pretty scary. HP probably flying. Wait a second. I don't know. But I do know one thing. I'm clicking Ice Beam. Because I'm not missing. And I know you're not staying in either. So maybe I'll freeze somebody or crit them or whatever. Ooh. That is a Pokemon I do not like seeing. And, I mean, call me Mr. Obvious, but I am going to... Oh. I guess I was a bit obvious there. Well, he's banded. I'm going to send in Salamence to intimidate this guy so I can get a free Dragon Claw. Please tell me he went for Earthquake. He went for... Oh, it is HB Bug. Okay, cool. So I get a free Dragon Claw into somebody. It's unfortunately going to be the Zapdos, but the good news is They can't deal with my Salamence. Yeah, they're gonna have to switch, like, right now, actually. I'm surprised they want to take those. They stayed in again? You're not waking up, though. Really? I guess their plan is... Maybe they're gonna go to a... Nah, I'm going right for the Dragon Claw, because I would imagine they're gonna try and wake it up with Blissey. But they went back to Aerodactyl. Ooh, see, I'm scared of this... Oh, God. I think... Nah. I'm scared. I'm very scared. Okay, I'm gonna be a coward and switch. I am afraid of the Rock Slide. Because I know he could outspeed me, but, like, my Salamence, though. And I did injure that Aerodactyl, so if we ever have this weird interaction again, that Aerodactyl will just straight up die. That'd be nice. I feel like I battled this... no, I don't remember an Aerodactyl. What'd they go for? Double Edge. Oh, okay, that was probably the best thing for me. And I can get a free Crunch off, and it should kill all 3 of these Pokemon, I believe. I'm not going to bother pursuing. Actually, maybe I should pursue him and just kill that Aerodactyl. Because his Double Edge did, like, 24 to me. Sure, I'm going to pursue him. Okay, he actually stayed in. What do you know? So he's obviously going to live, but I can live the next one. I'm obviously going for a pursuit here. So I took a bit of unnecessary damage, but I didn't think he would just sack off his Aerodactyl like that. So this was what he really wanted, was to wake up his Zapdos. Or, I mean, go for another rest. But the thing is I do have Crunch, and it has a 20% chance to drop his whatever. So since I'm already here, I might as well just try that. Crit, special defense drops, whatever. Either will work. Looks like neither's working right now. Right side is I am chip healing. Yep, he's got this Blissey. I have Brick Break, though. Unfortunately, I'm just being honest. It's probably not going to do too much damage. I'll go for a Brick Break. I don't know, maybe I could have crit him or something. He went for Aromatherapy, but... Ooh, that's huge for me. Because I basically just killed the Blissey. How much did my Crunch do to Blissey? 20... Oh, my bad. 15. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to go for a Brick Break here. I don't care. Yep. So Blissey's dead. That's huge. That is huge. That's probably the most important Pokemon. They have a Flygon. The rest of their team is immune to spikes, obviously. So I could hold on to my Tyranitar for that Misdreavus. That Zapdos is still annoying as hell. And I'm probably going to get hit with an Earthquake. So I want to believe switching into my Salamence right now is a good idea. So that's what I'm going to do. And if he Rock Slides, I did intimidate him. Okay, he went for the Earthquake. I'm going to go for Dragon Claw. He stayed in. That did a lot of damage. He poisoned me. That's not good. I'm going to go for a Wish. Yep, because I figured that's all they ever do. The least I can heal in the meantime. Here comes Zapdos. And... Man, this Zapdos is such a pest. I think I'm going to bring in... Blissey here. Yep. And then... heal my Salamence so that it can destroy that Flygon and, you know, outspeed Zapdos and not be worried about poison. Then I'm going to go for a Soft Boiled here. And then I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave here. Because he's most likely just going to poison me. Oh, he went for a Thunderbolt, huh? Really? Really? That's all Zapdos ever does. It's such a famous meme on the channel. It always happens. As sad as it is, the best thing might be for me to send in my own Zapdos and basically cringe pressure PP stall this guy to death. But until then, I'm going to go for a Seismic Toss. He went for Toxic. Okay. Is that so? He got paralyzed. Nice one. I obviously can't stay here too long because of the pressure, but the good news is I couldn't hit that Mischievous anyway with this, so I'm not really sweating too much about that. So I could send in my Salamence here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think he's going to rest. That'd be pretty bad if he did something else. Yeah, he did rest. So I can just go for my Dragon Claws here. Okay, this is not working. I'm almost out of Dragon Claws too, by the way. So he's just going to rest again. Well, this is pretty lame. All right, I didn't really want to have to do this. I'm thinking I go to my own Zapdos now. I really didn't want to have to do this. What's interesting is I actually have the same exact moveset as this guy. So if we just sit here and fight one another, I should just come out on top. I'm gonna roar you out. I'm going for a Toxic here. Okay, it did connect, which was huge. He's gonna poison me, but I don't care, obviously, because I have Blissey. Yeah. Even though I'm so close to victory, I could definitely mess this up if I'm not careful. We'll bring in Salamence here. What'd he do? What'd he do? Rock Slide. That was it. Okay, I mean, whatever. But since his Blissey died, he can't fix up this Flygon. Dude, this Flygon thing is so insanely annoying. So it'll die eventually. It's just that Zapdos. So I'm going to be going for a Wish here. And then I'm going to go for a Brick Break. So I basically want him to like rest. Because that might actually be my only way of killing this thing. But luckily I have such a huge lead. I have so many power points on standby that it doesn't really matter. Nice crit, by the way. He's just gonna wake up and do something dumb to me. I just don't know what yet. Sure, I'll bring in my own Zapdos. Why not? And then I can go for rest. And then we can sit here forever and do nothing. Because this is what you wanted to do to me. Nah, I can't even say anything. My team's similar to that. Mine's not quite as cringy, but I also have a Blissey and a Zapdos. But you have, you know, Toxic, Protect, whatever. Flygon, that stupid Skarmory, whatever. I mean, I guess he could get really lucky and crit me a lot. Yep, he rested, which is good for me. He's got 10 left. Okay, Mischievous. If he mean looks me and I roar him out, I can switch, right? Or better yet, hit him with a Thunderbolt. No, I think I should really hold on to my Zapdos for that guy. Should I just bring in Tyranitar here or roar him out? I'm gonna bring in Tyranitar. I want to hurt somebody. He went for... Ooh. Okay, well that did like 0 damage though. I did not expect that. I thought it was gonna be mean look. Well, I mean, it did such pitiful damage. I'm gonna go for 2 Pursuits. Because I would imagine they're going to try and stay in. And if they obviously swap, I'll catch them right now. And they should just die because Mischievous is a UU tier Pokemon because it has like 5 overall base stats in all of its categories. That's what I think the most important thing that happened this battle was literally when he I think he went for Aromatherapy on the turn that I Brick Breaked his Blissey, in which case he was literally screwed because he didn't have a Rapid Spinner and I was going to outspeed him and kill him the next turn. That's when I really got him. That was the most important turn, easily. I didn't think he would do that. I think he would just... Because Soft Boil was the right thing to do. Okay, he did choose to stay in. Guys, I'm not doing any damage. I'm going to go for a Crunch. Please tell me I didn't get crit or anything dumb. Yep, I literally lived on 1 HP and took out the Mischievous. I don't even know what its moves were. It just hit me with a Thunderbolt of all things. Unfortunately for me, though, Okay, he just forfeited it. Yeah, enough was enough. He could bring him that Flygon, I would just die, but that thing's poison, and then I could just send him whatever. Whatever, yeah, I guess my Salamence, and then it would have probably just came down to a pressure cringe PP stall war, and I would have had to try really, really hard to mess that up. So, most important Pokemon on that team to defeat, Blissey. I took it down fairly early, so that's why my life wasn't as miserable as that other battle I did, like literally yesterday. Okay, so I hope you learned something new today, which is Blissey's the best Pokemon. I'll see you later. Bye.